your letter, sir?
Suppose I could enjoy some idle chit-chat. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this little shop of mine deals in naught but the... If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Hope to see you again.
The jadeite orb is safely in hand.
Peruse at your letter, sir.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, if you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. The item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Hope to see you again.
We have acquired a forgery. I cannot speak to its uses, though I'm sure we'll... think of something.
'Tis certainly identical to the original.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one final matter to which we must attend. You see, in my line of work, trust is paramount, and so we shall go to verify the orb's authenticity together. Come, I trust old Ibrahim's eye most of all. Let us pay a visit to his little scrap store.
Follow my lead.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine this jadeite orb? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal. I ask that you await my return here.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go see. You have done your title proud, Arisen. This jadeite orb is indeed the genuine article. My partners shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory. And I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again, should aught arise.
Good to see you, Master.
I'm unsure how best to
This is no good.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Oh, thank you, thank you! Now my freedom is assured. Pray, take this. A note isn't much, but I've naught else to offer. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again, know that I shall remember this kindness as long as I live. Farewell.
I fear we have done Sir Othold an unkindness. May he find the strength to weather his troubles.
'Tis loathsome, being the bearer of such ill tidings.
Oh, the sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing. Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I'll get you!
You feared?
Ye should come to think of it. Is your pack not overburdensome? Ugh, carry so much. I worry for your poor spine.
Yes, Master? You require assistance?
You pulled that off with nary a hitch. 'Twill be a rude shock for our foe to find you hitch then.
I shan't let them harm me.
Ha! They are right to fear us.
'Tis the mark of a champion to prevail with weapon sheathed.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here. What is that? A tower? Nay. A statue?
We ought to take a closer look.
Let us see what you're made of! I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
I expect Captain Brandt will want to hear of this.
Yeah, asking for it.
This way!
Goblins, Master!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat? That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
The Arisen has been poisoned! Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid?
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind. The private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Fascinating.
I need help.
You!
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use. Yes, Master! I shall hasten to your aid.
We're in the right place, but the one we're due to meet has yet to show. Ought we to wait for them?
Peruse at your leisure.
Seems I've caught someone.
What else needs doing?
Always the same. Just how I like it.
Welcome.
Haven't left town in a while. Mayhap it's time.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom? He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
A resounding success!
Well done, everyone.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim, as the court shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Very well. Pray inform me when your preparations are complete. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melv? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once you now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you? Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few gold pieces off aught you buy. So spend away, my good sir.
Always a pleasure.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Come, let me grant you wings.
You! Is there naught I... You!
Show them what for!
Any chance to be alone?
You! You!
Nattering all day is tiring work. This is my favourite place in all the town. To try to enjoy life where and when I can.
This looks like...
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? I'd thought you were keener wit than that. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over. Now you found me out? So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Haha, glad we understand each other. I'll be on my way then.
We allowed the agent to flee. I cannot help but wonder whether 'twas the right choice.
Let me think on that a while. Oh, there's something written here.
Let's have a look then.
Might as well.
Hope this job plays out better than the last.
It's this way.
You think they'd learn?
I've got airs of every ilk.
Look! Master, a treasure chest! We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Good day, sir. I brought you something.
Shall we get some rest then?
Our adventure continues.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale... Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller. What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you. Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it should.
What should I get up to today? How will we define? We're such worn out gear.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Oh, what to do? What's this I smell?
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel. But you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
True faith must come
You're
from the
always good for a laugh.
Ne'er in my wildest dreams could I have imagined 'twould be the magistrate you called here. Not that I'm complaining. Pray, feel at liberty to come and go as you please.
We would be ill-advised to proceed without light.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Ah, now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper in locating certain documents, I believe I finally grasped the true nature of this place. 'Twas a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generations past. In a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants, this sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to oblivion. Alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not. Almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately fell to ruin, and now this library, so laboriously sealed, has been discovered. What can we learn from this? Those who make light of history are doomed to be crushed under its heel.
Lucky us. That's worth taking.
There was a patient man. Gladly aid you if 'tis within my power. Ne'er in my wildest dreams could I have imagined it would be the magistrate you called here. Not
Got to sell off what I can.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Well met. This here's the sanctuary of tipplers and merrymaker. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Pleasure doing business with you.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
Well met. This I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
A tad rowdy, shan't complain.
Go on, have a look. Best be heading
The
home.
things I could do with an ox cart full of gold.
Wouldn't do to neglect proper nutrition.
No one's come to my rescue.
Time to be heading.
I'd swear it.
Life's been pretty kind.
Oh, my joints have been aching something fierce of late. I need exploring.
Must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me.
I don't know what to do.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
At least here I can enjoy my own company.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
Another day of work awaits.
If I could, I'd never leave.
Stay out of that where it's possible.
Market, methinks.
I don't know what to do. My head hurts just thinking about it.
Time to go home and write down.
And here a coin to show for.
How'd I wind up here anyhow? Help, I'm feeling easy. I need help.
There's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
Barely drag my arse out of bed.
I've never seen one.
Only just begun.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Wished 'twere always night, and I only had to sleep.
Ain't nothing but trouble lurking here. Time to be heading.
A book I ought to be getting back to. Might want a dash of salt.
Well met. This here's the I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Pleasure doing business.
I'm tired of breaking my back.
This is
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business.
I'd sooner not associate with
Go on, have a look. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
If you've naught to say, I'd best be going.
Mayhap dreams will reveal to
Must have taken a wrong turn.
What should I do?
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
To this world I return, ready to put all I've learned to use.
I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Pray, take this.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once. I can't wait to see what the day holds.
This town must have needs. 'Tis my duty to find them.
Tranquil places such as this. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Not much going on hereabouts.
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, excellent find.
Time to be heading home.
Quite the predicament.
Will someone do aught about this?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of? You mean to tell me that Albert has been playing the part of a beggar? That man who would sooner starve to death than lift a finger in the pursuit of honest labor? If this is a jest, it is in very poor taste. All the same, I shall test the truth of your accusation, and who better to make it plain for us than Albert himself? I will place these clothes somewhere about the house. If he has aught to hide, his reaction when he finds them will doubtless be very telling. You may visit us again in a few days' time. Fear not, I have no intention of causing a fuss.
All I need by health, I suppose.
Overwhelming.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see.
That's all we have this year. Lonely place.
Quite the predicament.
Too quiet here for my liking. At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
I've more time than I know how to spend. Won't someone do aught about this?
Only person I believe in is myself.
Oh, could use a rest.
Sometimes I wonder.
Too quiet here for my liking.
I didn't believe it. That sounds about talking a whisper here.
Ah, good to see you. Those garments you gave me had a marked effect. Albert set off to work the moment he saw them, and he's been working steadily e'er since. I ne'er thought I'd see the day. To be frank, I've not the slightest interest in the man, but he can surely benefit this city much more by performing an honest duty than by begging on the streets. In short, you've done us all a service. Pray, allow me to show my appreciation.
I wonder how Harve Village fares. Mayhap we ought to stop by?
I know the way. Follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Too quiet here for my liking. There's comfort in a honeycomb.
Life. Quite the predicament.
Time to hit the track.
Good to see everyone.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
This looks as good a place as any.
Well met, sir.
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents.
To each their
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim, as all shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Your majesty, that attire, it may be unsuitable. 'Tis a formal affair, you see. I apologize for my brusqueness, but pray, seek out proper raiment. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty. Aught shall change once if your majesty has any unfinished business to it. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master! Pray, leave this place! My body, it refuses to obey me! There is a voice within my mind! It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power has arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this godsway's power, proving your majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Pray, allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform your majesty when I have prepared a plan of action.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
I quite agree.
All the best tales come from travelers
Shall we get some rest then?
A good sleep does wonders. Off we go then.
Ready to forge on?
I do not engage in idle chatter while on duty.
At your left. I'm dead
on my feet, but I've much to do yet.
Gotta be somewhere to make some quick call. You're gonna regret that.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Ah, that's right. I must fetch those pictures from the pantry.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are regarding the matter of the Godsway, I fear there is naught to be done, save for your majesty to venture to Batal, where you might uncover the false sovereign's secrets directly. The sigil upon that letter from some days past bore the crest of the Batali Palace. Surely there's aught to be found therein. Yet official dealings twixt Batal and Vermund are suspended. Passing through their fortress will prove a difficult task. With such hindrances in mind, I thought to prepare this. Few may pass through Batal's fortress, save Beastren merchants. With some coin, I was able to convince one such merchant to grant us that entry permit. It ought guaranteed passage through the border checkpoint, but alas, 'tis intended for a Beastren. You shall have to act the part, but as to how that should be done, I'm shamed to say I do not know. Till
I'm no cook, am I?
Here!
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
Might as well hang about.
What's me in the mood for a song?
Catch naught but fry, mate.
Won't someone do aught about this?
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more? I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
Prayer's a waste of time. No one's listening. Still waiting on that report.
This arm is far from comfortable.
I heard from Captain Brandt that you plan to make for Batal in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happened upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phaesus. I passed an eye over it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not. And If you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you've the time to spare. I am in no position to make demands, of course.
Dare say I could forget all my troubles here. It falls on me to resolve this.
When does my watch end? Dull. That's clean off a gold blade, mate.
I'm sure I can handle this. Quite sure it's nodded off for a moment there.
This is how I calm when life gets. What am I to do with myself?
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Twice as fun.
I'll gladly stay a while.
My wares. That's one order done. What's next?
I'm glad.
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, excellent find.
A bit of excitement. I'll teach him a lesson.
As a matter of fact, I shall never forget the agony I felt at the coronation. How might the technique used to control us be dispelled?
Yon statue may yield new sights, if we can reach it.
Why don't we go take a look?
I enjoy tackling fierce foes.
You've been doused in oil! You must stay clear of fire!
These faces have grown mightily familiar.
As a result, we move as one.
I suppose I could use a moment to catch my breath. Apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away.
Battle is best avoided. That was a skillful bit of thievery. You do your vocation proud.
A material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Hurting yet?
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait right there.
Such a fascinating way to end a foe. This will serve for a fine tale when I rejoin my master beyond the rift.
Truly?
Not like this.
Spare me. I'll do anything.
That was hard won.
Let us pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try not to slip up again.
You've come. Shall we be off?
Follow me, and pray take care not to fall behind. One can...
The sacred arbor will be a sight to behold, I am sure. Let us trust in Sir Glyndor to see us there.